y'all. This is Robin Burnham, and this is Preacher Man R&B, and this is JP, and we are giving the recap for the Olympian Chronicles campaign session 5, I believe. Yep. And I'm going to let him talk about the campaign, and then I'll talk a little bit about my character, and we'll get started.
All right, so basically session 5 kicked off right where we left off at session 4, where they had just encountered their foe, Perseus. And basically, as soon as Perseus, left, their ultimate goal at this point now was to get out of the underworld, out of Erebus, to be able to return to the gods to tell them the new information they found out, who's been doing, all the stealing of the artifacts. And so in order to get out of Erebus, unlike, your main gods, Ares and Zeus and Hades and all of them, these 5 characters had to undergo trials to exit out of Erebus. And so, leaving the temple / shrine that they were at, heading downstairs, they were met by basically a specter character, and this character informed them that in order to get out of Erebus, they would first each have to take on their own trial. And amongst that, I believe the first to start was Hercules. Mm-hmm. After Hercules, I believe it was Enna.
Yeah, Enna, then I think it was Brock. No, it was Zeres, then Brock.
Then Brock, and then Ares. Yeah. And so each of them had to go through their own trials, each trial different in its own way to relate to said character in some form or fashion. And so 2 of them, I believe, failed.
Yeah, Hercules and Enna.
Hercules and Enna failed their trial the first time, which put them into a sleep. While the other 3, Zeres, Brock, and Ares, ended up making it out of their trial. And then after they made it out of their trial, it was up to Hercules and Enna once they woke back up to be able to go through their trial again, almost exactly identical as the first time. But they had to try new tactics. They had to do new things.
And see, if I'm not mistaken, I think that the only one that actually passed their trial by fighting was Ares.
Yeah. Now, so Brock had to pass his trial, and amidst his trial, he did have combat in there. And Zeres also had combat within his against his own father, Hades. But
Ares fought his father too, and finds out that Ares is his father in this.
Yep. It was revealed. It was finally revealed that Ares is Nere's father, biological father. So Nere's is half god. So basically, you're the one who mainly, had like the legit full-on battle, because the other 2, they didn't have quite as difficult of opponents, but at the same time, their tail ended up turning a different way for them to complete their trial. You literally had to fight and basically stay the same throughout your trial in order to be able to pass the trial.
Yeah, I fight my daddy. Yeah. And it was like close. It was like both of us was dodging each other. And it was pretty.
It was. You ended up getting the upper hand, several times. That ended up making the difference. So, all in all, after they got done with their trials, of course, they returned back to Olympus to tell the other gods, including the big 3, exactly what they encountered and what they have figured out. And amidst, letting Zeus know exactly who was at fault, they all ended up having to run to Aphrodite's quarters because Perseus had made a visit back home.
And stole it back.
And stole the amulet back. So, we have left off with our heroes about to go on their adventure.
Try to find them again.
And try to find those artifacts if they can, but specifically they are trying to go to an island that has Cyclops. And that is where we left off. So,
well, yeah, I like my fight with Aries. I like the dynamic when I finally found out, and he gave me like a scroll or a parchment or something, and it was the like family tree of the gods or whatever, and it showed that Nereus was Ares' son. And then when we actually got up to Olympus, I was playing a little playful, like Nereus was joking around with Zeus, calling him grandpa and stuff, which was pretty funny, and stuff like that. But that's the thing with Nereus. Yes, he's a serious fighting character, but he's also the comedic relief of the group. At least I try to make it that way by like playing around and joking. But when it's time to get serious, of course, he's the heavy hitter, and you gotta legit either roll a 19 or a 20 even to hit the guy, but which
whether it's clean or dirty, as long as it's a 19 or higher.
Yeah, which is kind of challenging for our Mr. DM over here.
It is. I've had several moments of luck. There's just got to be something else that ends up coming along soon in the future that will ultimately make it to where that'll be more of a possibility as the DM. And so it's basically one of those things where the story's growing, the campaign's growing, I'm enjoying where it's going. As we get along, things get a little more difficult, things get a little more challenging as far as they're starting to have to dip into a strategic side now. Now that they know that it's Perseus, and now that they know exactly who Perseus is for that matter, with knowing who he is, they're going to have to dip into everything they can mentally and strategically in order to be able to combat Perseus. Because, just forewarning for viewers and for you alike, and for the other cast members if they watch this video, if Perseus does end up taking hold of all of them, then y'all's campaign may be cut pretty quickly after that point.
Yeah. Because it was hard to even. Ares barely even got a hit off on him, and he just had to bite it.
Yeah.
So
And that was just the bite, let alone think about all the other things combining to give him powers or abilities.
And also, me and him talked about it a little bit. It's going to be like a surprise. I don't even know how this is going to go, but eventually down the line, we'll see what Nereus is the god of.
Yep, so there's already different ideas going through the head and all that, but becoming a god of something specific takes time and takes getting to know the character. And so as we go throughout and all that, I'm sure when we do end up finding out what you're the god of, I'm sure it'll definitely make full sense when we round about. So.
Also, I'll multi-classed into paladin to like show the godlike parts of the character, that because he's a fighter and a paladin now, so that kind of made sense in my head to make it the like godlike aspect of it or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Other than, we're recording this Friday evening and all that, tune in tomorrow or Sunday, whichever one it gets posted and all that.
It's probably going to be posted tomorrow, but yeah.
Probably tomorrow, but Land of Fire, Session 1, official Session 1.
I'm the
Preacher Man.
Yeah, I'm beginning my second session. So, and if you want to catch up on the Olympian Chronicles, we got 5 episodes out. And if you want to catch up on Land of Fire, we have Session 0 out, and we're going to have Session 1 out tomorrow. So.
And as always, just please, feel free to comment. Feel free if y'all have any, suggestions or anything that y'all have liked as far as y'all have seen so far in these sessions, or anything that y'all hope to be able to see. Please comment. Please let us know if we're doing a good job, where we can make improvements and all that. We're always looking for y'all to be able to help us out to be able to grow in our D&D content. So definitely check us out and let us know.
Also, be on the lookout Monday. We're supposed to be doing more wrestling content as well. So I'll be looking for that. And all God's people said, Amen.